and welcome to this tutorial for using eSmartClass. We're going to be looking at creating students or adding students and creating classes from your teacher's account with the upgraded eSmartClass learning management system. So go ahead and log in to your account from the login screen, enter your ID and your password and hit login. And this will take you to the main page of the teacher's account. So we're logging in as a teacher right now. When you look at this screen, you'll see a couple of different things. It's with a new look, you'll see on the side we have a menu here. So under your teacher's name, you can log out, you can view the profile, which is right here. So if you want to change your password or change your email address, country, that sort of information, you can do that. Then along the side here, you will see students, and this is where student management happens. This is where you add and delete your students. And you'll see classes here. And this is where you will add your classes. Now you can choose to do one or the other first. It doesn't matter the order. So if you want to, we'll start with student management. Now, in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, we have two options. You can add one student individually, or you can add a group. Now, we'll look at adding a group first because this is the easiest way to add multiple students at one time. So if it's the beginning of the school year, the beginning of a semester, and you have a new group of students, you can add them all at the same time. And the way we do this is first by clicking the Download Excel sample file. So you would download this file and then you would enter the important information here. Let's take a look at what that looks like. So on the downloaded Excel spreadsheet, you will see a couple of items that you will need to fill out. Anything that is highlighted in yellow must be completed, must be filled out in order to add your students correctly. So all you need to do is create an ID for each student, assign them a password, and enter the student's full name. If you want to, you can add the school and the school year. And if you would like to create a parent's account for each of your students at the same time, you can do that as well by adding their parent's ID and their parent's password here. So the teacher will be assigning the IDs and passwords to their students. Students may go back and change their passwords when they get access to their account, but the initial password sign up will be done by the teacher, or the initial password creation will be done by the teacher. So you will make sure that you fill in all of this information for all of the students that you need, and then save it. But it is also very, very important. This top row must change. If we change this top row, the Excel spreadsheet might not work when you upload it. So do not change anything, do not delete anything on this top row. Only fill out the information below. Okay, so once you have all of this information entered, hit save, and we will go back to our main screen. Okay, so now that we're back at the group registration screen, you will select the file that you used to fill out your student information or to create your student information. You will add that file here once you have it selected, and you will hit upload. You will get this message that pops up, do you want to register the data? And you click yes. Now, you will notice it will give you a status update on what happens. So you'll see here that all of my students have been registered except for a couple of duplicate entries. So sometimes the students' IDs might already exist somewhere else in the network. And when that means you'll just have to create a new ID for your student. But that's okay. We can fix that in the individual student add section. So you can go ahead and close this, and we will go to our student page again, and you will see all of our students have been added. Now, one of the students is not appearing here because of the duplicate ID. So what we can do to add an individual student is go to Add Student. And here, since my student was not, his first ID did not work, I will just create a new ID and password for him and put in his name. Just like that. I don't need to give him a school. I don't need to assign a school or a grade. If I can do that later if I want to. I can give him an icon. You can do this for all of your students. And if I want to register a parent, I can hit this button and create a parent's account and a parent's password here. But I'm not going to do that now. So after you've entered all the information, the username is approved, you would hit Register Student. And now our missing student has been added. So as you can see here, with each of these students, if you have anything that you want to change, you can do so here. So the teacher can change the name, the school, the grades, class assignments once they are assigned, student icons, and you can even leave notes about your individual students. So if you need specific information about their class, or they have personal things that you need to remember, you can put that there. And any changes you make, you just hit modify. Down here, if you want to delete one student, you can hit the delete and that student will disappear, or you can go up here and hit this button and you can select all of the students that you want to delete. This can be important if you made a mistake with the registration process and you just want to start over. But remember, anytime you delete a student account, all of that data will be deleted as well, and it cannot be recovered. So if you are going to delete a student account, make sure you are careful about that. The other features that you can see on the student management page, if you go to progress, there is no progress yet, but when your students complete practice activities or they complete tests, you will see that information populated here. If your students have completed a textbook, they will receive a certificate automatically, and their certificates will pop up here as well. The teacher can also upload or issue a certificate on their own as well. You can do a manual upload, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But this is the basic information that you'll need when accessing and using the student management page. Now, when we create a class, we're going to do it in much the same way. So you'll go up to the upper corner here and we'll click Add Class. Now for the class, you can give it a name. So I'll call this Portman Road Phonics. And you're going to select your students. So I'm just going to select all of my students that I have entered. They're all going to be in the same class. And I can assign a class icon. All of that is important. But if I try to register the class, I cannot do anything because I haven't selected a textbook. Now, this is where a new feature has come up compared to the old eSmart class system. So please select a textbook. And the way we do this is by using an access code. So you'll be given an access code that will give you access to one or several books. And you will then choose the books that you want to add to your class. So since this is a phonics class, let's go ahead and add Smart Phonics. Where is Smart Phonics? Here we go. So we can go ahead and add Smart Phonics 1 to the class, and it has been registered there. A quick note on access codes. You will be given these access codes when you purchase a textbook. And teachers will only be given the access codes to the textbooks. So once you get this access code and your textbooks have been selected, now you can register your class and you can say, are you sure? And yes. And now your class has been registered. It shows up here. It shows you your students. And you can select students and you can remove them if you need to. This will show you the book, and you'll notice that you have a date here under the book. This is the expiration expiration date for access to this book. So each access code will have a date connected to it. So each access code is usually good for about 1 year. And then you'll have to get a new access code. But you can see here when your access to this book expires. So you can see that this book will expire on July 15th of 2025. Anything that you need, if you make any changes to this class, you just want to make sure that you hit update so that information saves. And you have made your first class. Once you have made a class, your students will automatically have access to the unit practices. And if you go to the practice screen, you'll see each of your students and whether or not they have completed any of the work. We'll talk more about practice in the next video.